I'm going to be working on that Kazuo drawing, so I need to do that tonight after this. All right, let me get us some chill music, which I think the music won't play until I switch over to the other mode. So we'll see. Hello. Hold on, I'm trying to get our music ready. Chill music. Let's see. We got some folks already in.
Yeah. We've got some people who've also have fan art in this little presentation that we're doing, so that's really exciting.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you guys, and it's so funny because you guys can hear me okay, right?
Hmm.
Um, when we were when Ella and I were going over the fan art, I was telling I was going down this memory lane of we have so much. There's so much fan art from all the years that it's just it's just crazy. And so like this is we were talking about how we need to do more of these because there's so much fan art, and she did kind of this selection of she picked from like different categories and different times, but there are like hundreds of these. And um she picked some ones that, like, for example, Liv alone, I don't know if she's in here, and Liv and alone has probably done like 100 fan arts. Like
Yeah.
there's just her alone, and Jacoby has just been like these are like prolific fan art people. So
Yeah, by no means did I pick from everybody or everybody's stuff. I mean, this is a very small a sort of gallery selection, so if you've sent us one and I didn't see it, like, I'm so sorry, but like these are the ones that we wanted to get in and we wanted to showcase a little bit. So and we'll be doing more of these. So keep sending us the art because we want to see it and we're so excited. I mean, I was excited pulling this together and looking at everything, all of the selections. It was too much. It was like a buffet, a never ending buffet, and I couldn't. I chickened out. I couldn't eat enough, so
and it's funny because once you what I love seeing is everyone's different interpretations of these. Like you see
Mhm.
all so many of like different interpretations of these styles that of like that seeing your characters in that, there's just something about that, seeing it in someone else. It's like an honor to see your stuff in someone else's style that they've taken the effort to do it,
Yeah,
and so I just want to start off by saying how much I appreciate that, like how much it means to me and other artists. Like if you are doing fan arts, if an artist is like well adjusted, they should like getting fan art. Okay, there's gonna be some people who are like weirdos, but like a normal person getting fan art is a huge honor because you took the time to create fan art from their universe, and that is a huge. I remember the first. I don't remember what the first fan art I ever received was. It may actually be in here. I think I saw it toward the bottom. I think I did see the first fan art. It's very old, but the first time I saw that, I was just like, someone did this? Like I was like, I can't believe that they would actually do this. And so it's never taken for granted. I want you to know that when we see fan art, we're just like, when I see it, blows my mind. Especially when like we get like people like who will just deliver fan art like on a regular basis. Like we got
yeah,
Jacoby
for
and
fun.
Liv who just drop them, and Boofy
Yeah.
who does these amazing fan arts, and we're just like, it's so much. And Josh is always putting out fan arts, and it's just so much is going on. So anyway,
Yeah, and
um,
it's for free, for fun, to be like, "Hey, like, I like this so much that I wanna spend free time on it." I mean, what an honor, to be a part of somebody's, like, hobby, somebody's, like, joy outside of, something that is, like, work related. I mean, that's a huge deal, so
it really is. So we're gonna go through this little presentation, like that Ella, like she did this little gallery of these things. We're gonna talk about different ones, and if other stragglers kind of come in, I saw some people in the chat may have some others. You are welcome to DM them to Ella, or if you're already connected to me, you can DM me, and we'll try to pop them up on the screen. So we'll just spend a little bit of time together enjoying this awesome fan art with you guys together. Now, are some of them we don't. There's no like names attached, so we don't remember like who's did what because sometimes it'll be a one-off. Someone will send it and then
Yeah.
disappear.
They'll
So
disappear. Yeah. So
yeah,
if
so
you see yours up there, just let us know in the chat. Be like, oh, that one's mine, and then we can all enjoy it. So yeah, there's no names or anything. We're just enjoying the art and talking about pieces that we like.
which actually I want to say one last thing to anyone who's an artist, or I know I've got a couple of artists in here and a couple of like world builders in here who have their own worlds. My experience has been that the vast majority of people don't speak up. They're too shy or they lurk and they don't talk, right? And you may feel as an artist, and I've felt this way many times in my career, where you feel like no one likes my stuff, no one's looking at it, no one cares about my. You have no idea how much people actually like your work, but they don't say anything, and for various reasons. Some people are shy, some people, don't want are worried, about how to interface with the creator. Whatever it is, just know that if you are an artist, there are people who like your work, even though they don't say it. There are way more than you think. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's been my experience. So, okay. So we ready to do this? All right, let me pull up this thing
I'm really
here.
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So let's see. View single page. Let me do it as a single page here. All right. All right. I set this up. So hopefully this will work the way that I had set it up prior to this. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, it worked. Okay. Okay. All right, let me move this little window over here in my space out of here. All right. So let's start with, I'm just going to go in order here what we got. So we're going to zoom in here. Let me make this a little bigger so we can kind of see. So we've got a couple different, some of these are really recent too. We've got the one that
Yeah.
Josh did for Pride Month. Um, that was great. We always got the Josh and Hugo uh, fan canon thing going on.
Yeah.
And they're always fun to see those together. These are some other really awesome ones that we saw today. And like,
Yeah, a lot of these are very recent, so I tried to pull from kind of different eras of it.
so we've got these I think Rio did this one in the
Yeah,
server. It's
very
funny to
buff, grown up Hugo.
it's funny because I think in my mind Hugo thinks he looks like this, but he's like
Yeah,
it's just like
he definitely doesn't, but he thinks.
he thinks, right? But it's just it's not. That's like what Hugo thinks he is.
Hmm.
But it's just um this one was, oh, the color wheel. This is actually, I think, when I this is Josh is doing when it brought this artist into our universe. Asher, I think, is Asher, uh, who has this really really great art style. And is that's Jad in there too, right? I think Jad made it in there.
Hmm.
We got
This is,
Jad and
it's so interesting. I think Hugo's been on several of these, whether it's from Josh or other people, submitting him. He's almost always purple, which I think is such an interesting, because I always think of Hugo as a blue character, but he often, I guess it's his purple uniform is what sets it as purple.
yeah, his purple's his thing, even though like the purple's been kind of like toned down a bit, but his
Mhm.
purple is usually his thing. And so anyway, this is great. Yeah, and I think we had I saw Mark. Um, we've got Mark VX in here who sent me some really awesome ones earlier. I think I showed it. Where was it? Where was it? Did I skip it? Am I going
It
crazy?
might be
There
on,
it is. There it
on the
is.
next slide.
Yeah, here it is. This one,
Oh yeah,
which he surprised me with some really cool ones. He did this one and a Marco one, which was really cool.
yeah. The
Right.
Marco one's coming up. Yeah.
Then we've got Boofy, Boofy has this like cute, like, what did I call it? Boofy? I think I call it like he's here, right? I think he's here. I don't
Mhm.
know if he's here. Um, I love the purple, this boxy, curvy look that he's got for his style, which is like I always like that, where there's just enough curves and boxes to the way he draws things that's so pleasing,
Yeah.
And so seeing this, like seeing them in his style is always like, I don't know. I think they're like stuffed animals or something. You know, when I see them in his
Oh,
style.
yeah, they're cute.
They're cute, right? It's a super
Yeah.
cute style. Oh wait, I was gonna put chill music in the background. Hold on. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, what are we doing? We're stressed. Okay, now we're chill.
Can you hear the music?
I can hear it. It's a little loud, but
Oh, hold
I
on. Let
am
me tone it down.
always I'm always under the assumption that it's loud.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I don't want it to drown you out. Um, actually, hold on. Let me lower it. Can you guys still hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right. Um. Oh, so then we've got. Let's see. Let's look at what we got here. Oh, this is from DJ. Sauls did this one.
Yeah, it's one of a piece that's like inspired, I think, by one of yours when he's playing that
Right. Yeah,
guitar.
it's a cool interpretation of it.
Yeah, I like it. It's very 90s. You know, it's
It is,
super
yeah.
super
It
punk.
is. All right, hold on a second here. All right, so let's go to the next page here. So we've got some more. We've got another more collection of these. Oh, here's
Hugo's very popular, so he had to take up at least 2 pages.
oh, at least. Yeah, at least Hugo gets all the fan art. But you know what? Marco doesn't complain. You don't hear Marco. Like Marco is not like, you know,
Marco's
ego
day will
hurt
come.
over it. What's that?
I said his day will come.
His day will come.
Marco's day will come.
But this one, I loved this one. This one was so Jacoby, who is one of our lore leaders and has been a fan for a really long time. His whenever he does his art, you know, I tell him, I think this kind of shocked him when I told him this, but I told him that when he does this art, it always inspires me to want to push my style. Like I do, mainly because of just time. I don't have time to do really elaborate pieces anymore like I used to. And
Hmm.
but he does all these like action-packed ones, right? And I'm like, I want to do that, you know, but I
Yeah.
don't have the time like I used to put like fully into it. And every time I see this, I'm like, oh, that should have been me. I should have done that one, you know.
Yeah.
So
You
he's
still
always
got time.
spoiling
You
me
can
with
draw
fan art.
that one instead of drawing Hugo, you know, in your style. You draw Hugo in J-Tune's style. You know, you take his stuff and you redraw
Yeah,
it.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Here's some more J-Tune stuff. This is so these characters are from if you've read Fortuna's Rings. Um, what's so amazing about what J-Tunes does with his art, his fan art, is his level of detail. This particular one, he captured everything that was happening from that scene, like stuff that I had forgotten. Like I forgot they were eating popcorn. There's a competition in this book that Hugo, Cooper, and Finn are watching Marco in this competition, and
Hmm.
and I forgot about the popcorn. I totally forgot about the popcorn, you know, and that whole thing. And he got that in there, you know. So
Hmm.
like I was just the attention to detail is really really an honor to see. I think this is a Boofy, right? I think this is Boofy. I think this is a Boofy
Hmm.
Hugo.
Yeah, it's one of the competition pieces that you did. I don't remember what if he said what place that he got in, but this was, I think, like the first competition that you did on the Discord.
Oh right, yeah. Josh had us do the drawing your style.
Yeah,
That's what it was. And it got you out of your art slump. I just saw the comment. Aw, I'm glad to hear that. Since then, you've been prolific. Then I even love this. Yeah, I even love like really simplistic ones like this one that are
it's
fun,
cute. Yeah.
you know, and just cute. And see, here's purple, right? Like you've got Hugo in purple. I think this one is a purple themed one. So
I like his how this art shows his hair. I
yeah,
think
you
that's
can see the
cute.
undercut, right?
Yeah.
You can see the undercut. It's really good. That is super cute. Then we've got this one was a, I think this broke Josh's Twitter when he put this one up. This is the Hugo and Josh, Joshy, his character. And what I love about is that that's Hugo's actual cat, which I guess he
Hmm.
brought his cat with him to come visit because, you know, this is obviously Joshy's room. So that was super cute.
We got to learn
Um,
more about Hugo's cat, I think. I
so
think that's in the
Hugo's
works.
cat actually appears in the next book. There's actually a scene with him in the next book. His name
Good.
is Copernicus, and
Oh,
yeah, and he's a little. It's
I love
really,
that.
yeah. So there was like a whole like we'll have a whole talk about that, like about why I chose Copernicus and everything. Um, I have some old art I need to show from Hugo and his cat. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
although I think Marco is probably more of a cat person. I don't think the cat
Really?
is Hugo's cat. It's like the family cat, you know? So it's
Mm,
not like it's
mm-hmm.
his cat. It's like the family cat, but he takes care of it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's see the next page here. So we've got, oh, hold on. So we did that dress up contest. This was like the second version. We did this contest a while back. Um, this was like a couple years ago where I did this base Hugo, and then people would do some different fan arts for him. So we've got here a couple of ones. I think this is another J Tunes one up here.
Yeah. You know what I don't get is how people draw the clothes. It looks like it was always meant to be like that. I don't understand how you guys do that. Seriously, like, I don't get it. Like, the colors and everything, the shading, like, it all matches the Hugo, and I don't get it. I'm looking at this and I'm like, did you erase? I don't get it. I
Yeah,
honestly don't
I think they
understand.
go in and they really match the contours, especially based on their talent. Like they go
Yeah.
and they go because this is really, really, really well done. I love the. Actually, I never noticed the band-aid. I'm just noticing that on his nose.
Yeah.
And the I love the pajama the lucky pajamas, which
Yeah.
was really cute idea. That was super cute. I don't remember who turned this one in, but I think this was like a I I don't remember what the theme was. Was this like a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing or something?
Yeah, it was like a detective.
Yeah,
Um
but this was drawn really well. Like look how well that was drawn.
Yeah, I really like that one too. And that one was much later, so they took a lot of time. That's what I remember.
Right. And then we've got our Trunks Hugo, which is great. This is real. I think this is so really nicely done. I
I
love the
know.
actual like use of like actual colored pencils. I think this is,
Mhm.
because it just has a really real quality to it, because you can see the inks and everything. Because he went through the trouble of tracing this and everything. You can see like to get the
Yeah.
original in there.
Again, very 90s. Very
Very, yeah.
it looks very period piece.
And it's funny because Hugo, I love that the capturing of like the mismatched socks because I feel like he's constantly none of his socks ever match. I
Yeah.
feel like that's something about him is that he just never has matching socks. So seeing that was like,
Yeah. I used to be like that in high school too. I thought it was funny. And then
oh,
later
did
in
you
life,
really?
yeah, like later in life I was like that was just weird.
It's
I mean,
so
everybody
funny
has
because
their own style, but,
yeah, that's I don't know. I think it can be. I think if you wear it with like confidence,
yeah.
you can pull it off.
Yeah,
So I think he wears it unironically.
totally.
I don't think he he intends that. So now we've got some Marco fan arts, which we've got some prolific. Some of the Liv is like our resident Marco fan artist, and
Mhm.
she is like done so many pieces for Marco, and she always does all these thoughtful ones, and they're usually
Yeah.
like in different, like they're different ages and different situations, or she puts him in different universes. Like sometimes she'll put him like in Sailor Moon universe or things
Yeah.
like that, and she does such a good job with him.
Yeah.
And you know, Marco is in her universe. They've been shipped together, right, in her universe, which is super cute.
Yeah.
So let's look at some of these pieces. So we've got here.
We need more Marco love is I think what this fan showcase is all about is that Marco needs some more love. Look at
He
him.
does.
He's so
Look at this.
sweet.
Look at this. Look at this. The lion one's great. I love that. And you know, Liv is such a talented artist, and it's just, and I've seen her. She's been in my universe for many many years, like since I first started all this. So she was there from the beginning, right? And
Hmm.
so when she did this stuff, you know, I've seen her art grow and her style change, and it was just so awesome to see her grow through all this. And I don't deserve all the fan art she gives me. She's constantly like sending me fan arts all the time, and they're so good that I run out of words to say because they're super cute. This one was Mark VX sent this one a couple days ago, and I just shared this one on Twitter, which I thought was really awesome. This was very cool. This kind of matches with that Hugo one that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Liv is always like casually dropping like these amazing fan art pieces on me. Like, what am I supposed to, you know?
Yeah.
This one I loved. I actually featured this one on the thumbnail for this live. I thought this was so cute.
He looks confused to be receiving some love, and that's like very Marco.
It
I feel
is.
like he's
It
kind of
is.
like, oh, me, like not Hugo. So,
Absolutely. I absolutely love this. And she always does these really great like attitude ones, and that are
hmm,
that I just have that 90s feel to them too, which I
yeah,
really like, which is really in universe. And I was saying at the beginning of this live, you have no idea how many of these I have. Like there are so many fan arts that I actually had a hard time saving them because some of them would be posted, like I'd have to take screenshots off Instagram, and I have like this big file of just Instagram screenshots because people would post them, and then like I would have to tag. So there's so many, and as I go through them, like seeing the years go by, like it never changes that feeling of like how what a gift it is for someone to take the time and do that, you know. Like I just, you know, and there's sometimes when a fan art will come in and you will be brought to tears over it because someone took that effort to do it, you know.
yeah.
Okay, so here we got some boofies in here, and we got Kazuo, and you know Boofy is claimed Kazuo for his own, so we've got some. I've got tons of Kazuo fan art, but we've got a showcase here of specific Boofy ones because he's just like he's like Kazuo's mine, so he's
Yeah.
done these great ones.
These
Um,
were the ones that I could find in the amount of time that I had because they were at the top. Because, especially like with the bot coming on and his birthday so
right,
recently, um, these were at the top of the list. And Bufu was so kind; he sent me a bunch of them too, so that I could use them.
they're so awesome. I just love it in his style with that boxy curvy. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to switch so quickly. Hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I got a last minute one that Gabriele sent, a really cool one, and I can't believe he actually did this. Like at the last, I didn't. How did he have the time to do this? Okay, I want you to know I saw your. I'm gonna save yours to last. Okay, and I'm gonna show it at the end, because I haven't even seen it, and it's like a little mini comic, and it's super cute, and it features our two characters together, and so I can't wait to share this one because we were just talking about sharing, doing some fan art, and he beat me to it. He beat me to it. I was gonna do mine first. Uh, okay. So we've got here. Hold on. Let me make sure. I don't know if he heard me. I don't know if it. Did you hear me in the? I don't know if you heard. Uh, hold on. Oh, he. Okay, he hears me. He hears me. Okay, I didn't want you to think I didn't see it. I'm gonna show it at the end. Okay. Um. All right. Oh, this awesome Kaz by Liv. You know, she gets them. You know, she really does get how these characters are, and Kazuo is like this. You know, Kazuo is like this good mess. I don't know how else to call it. Like I don't know how else you would what you would
Yeah,
describe him, but
a hot
he
mess. You
hot mess.
know.
You know how like when people like there's certain people who can just roll out of bed and they look good in the morning. That's like the whole thing, right? They look like a disaster and they may have like bags under their eyes, but it ends up working for them. Then we've got Boofy's. I think Boofy did. This was from inspired by the Valentine's Day one I did,
Hmm.
and he drew the Kazuo teddy bear, which was super cute. Then we have, of course, have our more spicy stuff that starts showing up. Kazuo's. Uh, there. Oh, that's where he came from. He was in this. He was in this drawing. That's what it was from. The hottest of messes. This is great too. And actually, what I loved was that when he did this drawing, he used. There's a variation of Kazuo's design where he has the white, um, the white hoodie, and when he chose
Hmm.
this one, I thought it was really cool. I like that one. But the attention to detail too, with like the beads that he has on his wrist, and he's also got like the band-aids and stuff. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Kazuo Bot. So if you are haven't been in the server, or if you there's a we still have it up. It's the fortune telling room where there's a bot set up for Kazuo to go and answer questions. There's an AI set up, and you can talk to him, and I know people have had a lot of fun with him. Um, and so I knew that Boofy would get really excited about it, so he did these little drawings of them as actual robots because the robots are his thing. And I love
I
this. I
know.
think this is great.
I love these ones. Like I saw them in a new light every time one of these art pieces drops. I'm like, oh, like I'm thinking about that bot a little bit differently now.
Yes, me too. Seeing it that way makes it more acceptable when they say weird things. You know,
Yeah,
like
they
if you
say some
guys
weird
saw
stuff.
that banjo, Hugo playing the banjo, if you're not aware of the origin of that drawing was Hugo comes from a part of Fortuna that's very much like Southeast Texas, right? So he's got this like twang in his voice that he tries to hide, and I built that into the drawing, into the profile, the character profile in the AI. But this AI is not a very good AI, and what it does is
No.
it's easily impressionable, and it caricatures what you say, right? Like if you said, "Oh, he's got a little Southern charm," suddenly he's like full on cowboy playing the banjo. And I don't remember how the banjo came in; it had something to do with Katie, but like I did that as a fan art for Katie, a little piece for her. So anyway, I just thought that was funny. All right, so next we go to where are we going headed to next? Oh, we've got some awesome Jacoby pieces in here too, and Rio
I think this is the OC. Yeah, Flux OCs.
Flux OCs. Okay, so let's look at what we got here.
So
Of
these are
course, we
characters mostly for Flux Fantasy. And there's a lot of other ones, but these are sort of more of the ones that have been drawn. You know, there's tons of OCs. There's lots of them, but these are the ones that have art right now.
I love seeing the OCs that you guys have made. Like you guys have put so much work into these OCs that sometimes I go in there and I get actually I'll be frank with you, like Ella, I'll just be honest with you. I actually am even more moved by the Flux Fantasy OCs than I am even of the OCs, like of the fan arts that are made, because it's like the work that they've done to create characters in this universe is so deep and considerate, and they go so the extra mile
Yeah.
that I just can't. So when I see these, I just smile. I just like these are
Yeah.
amazing. So I don't remember this one. Who was the robot? I don't
Um,
remember this one.
let me look it up.
I don't remember seeing that one. So I'm sorry if I missed it. If you had done this, if you want to speak up in the chat, I didn't see yours. But this is super cute. I like this one. We got Rio, who makes these
This is
amazing like super buff like characters that you don't want to
yeah,
mess with. You know, he's Hugo has Rio to thank for the buff Hugo version of him.
yeah. It was Spiny Bro
Oh,
who
Spiny Bro. Okay,
yeah,
so he had a clock bot. Oh, then Joey, who is um Jacoby's Flux Fantasy OC, which was just like when when he did this one, when he presented this, like we were like just starting doing the opening the OCs, remember Ella? And then this
We were
one came
scared.
in and he
We
had
were
like this
frightened.
whole slide deck of
Yeah.
all his powers. And I go, dude, you're making me look bad. Like I can't even keep up with you with the amount of like work and like a slide presentation with like every one of his
Yeah.
powers. And I was like, I can't keep up with you.
We weren't ready at all, and we saw that and we were like, and we had to pick up the pace like immediately. We were like, okay, like we've got to work some overtime here because we've got to get this done. Like, because it was
Yes.
so good and so fast, and it's still going. I mean, all of these OCs popped up pretty much exactly after that, and then it was like, oh, it's filled now, you know, because we were just like, oh, we'll put out this character thing, like maybe people will do it, and then everybody did it, and we were like, oh,
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. And look, Ray has done a number of pieces. Ray has also been in the community for many years, and they have done some just amazing, amazing, fan arts. And they've evolved over the years of the different things. But this is their Flux Fantasy OC with Hugo. But they managed to get Hugo's like hair. Like I remember when they mastered the way that Hugo's hair worked in their style. Like that was a big deal
yeah.
for them. So I just love Ray. All right, where are we here? So we got some more awesome pieces. So we've got oh my gosh, why is his name slipping my mind right now? I'm so sorry, your name is slipping my mind. I know who drew this, and it's slipping my mind right now. It's his doctor character.
RJC.
What's that?
RJC.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, I am so sorry. But this, he had done this whole backstory with his like OCs too for Flux Fantasy, and
Mm-hmm.
this one is leaning against the biochemistry logo here, which was
Yeah.
really awesome. Love this.
I love all of the love for the biochemistry. I honestly
That is
thought when I was
Rodrigo.
first
What's that?
making, I was saying that I love all the love for the biochemistry. Like when I was first going into Flux Fantasy, I was like trying to make bio really cool because I was like, oh, maybe people won't like this one, and then everybody loved it, and I was like, oh, maybe I made it too cool, you know, because
Yeah,
there's a lot of people who really like that use of chemistry, and I think that's very cool.
I think so too. So that's Rodrigo. That's his art. Then we've got, of course, Boofy's amazing OC for Flux Fantasy. So it was Harley, right? Harley and
Rex.
Rex. That's what it was, Rex. Which he did this as like, how are people drawing cooler stuff than what I draw for the universe? I was like, I need to like up my game because like
Hey, no degrading. We talked about this.
you're right, you're
No
right, you're
degrading.
right, you're absolutely right, you're absolutely right.
No making fun of yourself. We're
No, no, no,
proud.
no, no, no.
This is a showcase
It's
of
not. It's like it's
awesome
not
stuff.
making fun of my. Hold on, but to be clear, it's me going. I need to up my game. Like when I see,
Mm,
I mean it when I say like when I see stuff like this where I get inspired. It's actually from a good place. It's from a place of,
yeah.
oh, that's so awesome. Like I need to up my game. That's where it comes from for me. Uh, yeah, yeah, Gabrielle. It helps to have her there keeping me in line. Okay, she's always keeping me in line with that kind of stuff. Oh, thanks, Boofy. I appreciate it, man. Look at this. Here's some more Jacob. So this is Mark's. This is Mark's OC and Jacoby's OC Joey, and they're running away from payback. I think they triggered. There was a story behind this, and I don't remember the story, but I think they were performing karmistry and they're running away from payback.
You know, I think that this was one of the first times I saw Payback in like an art form. Like, because I had looked at the Karmistry guide, but then I had seen this, I think actually first when I was first joining, and I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, like that's scary. I was like, it was a big deal for me to see that because I was like, oh man, what kind of world am I getting into? Because it was like really, it was scary.
Yeah, it's which was great because he totally got it. Like when he did it, he
Yeah.
totally got it, and it helped illustrate it. Okay, so now we go to the next page. What we got next now? Oh, oh, we're at our fishy awakening era now. So
These
we
are
had
one kind of older piece, and then a piece that came in a couple of hours ago. I think Dante did it. I hope you don't mind that I threw it in here.
Who? Oh, that Dante threw it in. Oh, that you threw in.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that you threw Dante's piece in here. This is great. And this is what's so funny is that we had this like so that's Gooba, right? So that if
Yeah.
some most of you are aware, but we had this fan created canon Hanto character named Gooba, who's now part of the universe. I think the other one is that's not Gooba on the right though. That's Alistair,
Yes.
who's
Yeah.
from Fortuna's Rings, and that was done by Ray. Ray drew that. And so this was during the fishy awakening period that happened over the last couple of weeks where suddenly everyone was like, I think it was Jade who started like obsessing over Hantos. And then
Yeah.
the Hanto people start, and then I got dragged into it. And then we started like talking the lore. And then it just kind of became this whole thing. And when I had created the characters a long time ago, I don't think I appreciated them enough. And then I had my, fishy awakening as part of this.
We gotta stop coining these weird analogies and terms because we're gonna be known as the story birthing channel and the fishy awakening channel
Right.
before long.
So these are great. I love these. Okay, so now we've got some other. So this was the draw with me. When we did this live stream the other day, and some folks followed along. I don't remember who. I know Jacoby's. Jacoby did one here. I can't remember who drew which one. I don't know if you remember Ella, but these were really
That's
great.
mine in the corner, the kind of dark one, actually.
Ah, that is yours. That is yours.
That's my only art piece that I have. I don't have a picture of my Marco one, so I wanted to throw mine into the ring.
I liked that. I liked that. I remember that was really cute. There's like a cute softness to it when you did it. There's like oh, that's cute and
Yeah.
like sweet, you know? Oops. This is the next one, right? So we've got some more draw with me's. Oh, this is when we did the Marco draw with me's.
Yeah.
Which was and I think we've got a Hugo up there.
The Hugo's from the first one.
Oh, that was from the first one.
Yeah.
That's Drew. I think drew that.
Mm-hmm.
Drew? I don't know if he's on, but he did, and then he threw in a Devil Hugo, which he's attached to really quickly. So I've been threatened to draw. I need to draw more Devil Hugos.
Mm.
So this one we had a whole thing about how to draw Marco's hair and to get like the hair in the back, and we had a whole like philosophy of how to draw his hair, which was a lot of fun. These are great. But what's great is like seeing that, you guys were able to follow the directions, and try to make it your own. And the key that I talk about, when I talk about these is those directions that I give you shouldn't, pun not intended, or maybe intended, they shouldn't box you in, right? When you use those boxes and cubes, I can't believe I just made a pun, but they should be a guide, right? And when you use it more softly, or like more like as a guide, it becomes more manageable, more smooth. It doesn't look as rigid,
Yeah.
So these are great. There's some great ones in here. These are really great. And we had some from Dante. This is Dante's, right, over here?
I'm not sure. I think Dante's is one in the middle.
Oh, the one in the middle? Okay. And that's not easy hair to draw either. His hair is really difficult to draw. So you guys did awesome with that. Okay, so now now we're going back in time. Okay, and so she was pulling up some really old fan art, and I'm talking like old, right? Some of this stuff is super old. You'll see stuff from the Battlegate era, from the Battlegate webcomic. So this Marco here, I don't remember who drew this in the middle, but this is like based on the really old one,
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been so many years. I don't remember who drew these, but you can kind of see these really nice. I remember. Actually, now it's coming back to me. I don't remember who did it, but I remember receiving these fan pieces, and I was just like, I think this was in the Facebook era when we were doing Facebook Lives a long time ago.
A bygone era.
A bygone era. This is a great one too.
You know, because they look like Marco and Hugo, but they're off, right? They're
That's right.
not
Yeah.
like if they were redrawn now, you know, they're just a little bit off, you know. But that was the way that it was at the time.
Yeah, and it was a whole different world, right? Like Battlegate
Yeah.
was a whole different thing. But you can see the Taurus existed back then, right? Like it was a whole that might have been Summer. Actually, I saw Liv, I saw your comment. I think this is Summer, which by the way, Summer, I know she's not on here, but Summer is also one of our prolific artists, like fan artists, and she had done I think that is Summer. There is a whole collection of Summer like comics that she did that were so cute and so like she had this attitude that she would put into them that were so cute that we have to do a showcase just on that because those were so cute on their own. I miss her too. I miss her too. Okay, and then now, okay, so I think the next slide I'm going to show you is the first fan art I ever got. I think, if memory serves me, I think. Okay, I could be wrong, but there's some really cool ones on here. So, hold on. First, let's look at this. Well, hold on, we'll get there. This is, I think, the first one I ever got. I think the first fan art I ever received. And you can see the world was, you know, Battlegate was a very different universe, but
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of see their interpretation of Hugo. So it was much more like fantasy feel, right? It was a very different. But I remember receiving this out of the blue, and this is when I was doing that webcomic many years ago. Okay, and this was just like so awesome to receive this. And I don't remember why he did the colors differently on the. I think there was a whole story behind this, but it's just so it's kind of it's interesting and sad, like bittersweet, because some people will come into your lives and drop
Mm-hmm.
something like this and then disappear, you know? And it's kind of
Yeah.
bittersweet because you hope that they're still in the universe somewhere and that they were kind of like brave enough to do something. Because I know for a lot of artists to drop fan art is like it's very intimidating for them sometimes because they're worried about their art or they don't know what the creator is going to think. And so to all these artists who have like sent us art and that I may not see you on a regular basis, I don't even know if you're watching, but I just hope you're doing well, and I just want you to know how much this kind of stuff impacted me personally and kept me going, you know. Okay, so this I got to show you. Okay, so this one is probably one of the most epic ones I had ever received. This one. This one, like, I mean, this came out of the blue. Like, this one captured Marco and Hugo from the Battlegate webcomic in such a way that was like exactly as they were portrayed in the comic. And the
Yeah.
quality of this art was just unbelievable. And I'll tell you that at the time, Battlegate was a popular webcomic. It had actually been doing um, way back when. Remember, this is a long time ago. You can even see the date on this. This is a long
Mm-hmm.
time ago. We used to have webcomic lists, and they used to automatically rank. And Battlegate used to get to the top of the list. It used to be like number in the top 10 easily. And so it was a lot of people gravitated toward it too, not only because of the characters and the story, but also the style that I drew it in that kind of pencil style. Like it didn't look digital, right? And when this person did this particular piece, they captured Marco and Hugo in that style that I was using. And look, you can even see the early Taurus. Like it's like seeing like artifacts from a lost civilization, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll say one last thing about that. I know I'm like I think I mentioned this in a video, but the inspiration for the Taurus is really captured here because it came from a documentary that I saw on like the History Channel or something, or like TLC, where people had. I was watching a documentary on like parachuters, and they had these harnesses that were just like this, and that's how I used to draw them, just like a parachute harness, and that's where the origin of the Taurus came from this documentary, and I have worked over, you know, I've changed the style, of course, but that's why you see the straps. And I remember this person. I just don't remember. Oh, this is a joke on the I think this was their OC. This person's OC. This is so many years ago. I don't recall, but Hugo was a very different character in the comic too.
Mhm.
So this just kind of captures that. This was great too. So and you
Yeah,
can
if
see
you
how.
haven't seen
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, Chris. I
No.
was gonna say, if you haven't seen our videos about sort of the journey to Fluxus, you should watch it because we have lots of art, and Chris talks about these kind of moments in there in much more detail. So if you've been enjoying sort of this last part with the fan art, you should make sure to check it out.
Absolutely. So now we're gonna go to the last stragglers that have come in, and I think you sent me one, Ella, and then I got to
I
show
did.
Gabriella's one because it's really amazing, and I don't know where he found the time to do this. So is this from? Oh, this is from Josh. You sent me one from Josh. So
Yes.
so these were Josh did a bunch of. Oh, hey, I saw Drew popped in. Drew, we showed some of your art earlier, so you missed your part.
Yeah. Go rewind and then come all the way back,
Yeah.
and we'll be here.
So here's some stickers. Josh has always kind of surprised me with stickers, and he would always give us gifts with stickers to the fandom, which was really awesome. He's always like dropping these little gifts of like fan art and stickers, and you know, there's so many that it's hard for me to keep track of. But these are great. These are the candy
Yeah,
eye ones, right?
they're so different, to sort of the style. They're really cute.
It's really cute. And look, you can see his cat. There's Copernicus.
I love
Cute,
that
right?
cat. I need to know more.
Oh, these were a gift, right? This was okay. Now I'm seeing the comment. So this was a gift from the fandom. I think it was for my birthday or something. The fandom. This is I forgot. This is a while back, but the fandom came together and gifted me this. Like they commissioned. They put some money and they went and commissioned and surprised me with this. And this was very very sweet of
Aw.
them to do. I appreciate that a lot.
Fan
These are
art from
really cool.
everyone.
They're from everyone. All right, so now we've got. Let's get Gabriella's up. Let me get it real quick because he delivered this at the last minute. Like, how dare you? How dare you drop this on me at the last minute? And like this amazing art. Hold on, my computer's freaking out. Look at this. Can you see it? Did it pop up on the screen?
Aww.
Isn't that cute? This is so cute. So this is his. So he does a series called Meet Dioro, and you have to definitely go see his work on this. We had connected on um, Patreon on Twitter a while back, and we'd become friends. And I actually commissioned him to do some work um, for Flux Destiny 2, and he's done just like this amazing. I can't wait to show you what he did because I don't know, Ella. Can I spoil it? Can I say? No.
No.
Okay. Okay. No, no, not show it, but can I say it?
No.
Okay, I won't say
Don't
it.
tell them.
I won't say anything. I won't say anything. But he did this amazing piece that I cannot even talk about. She won't let me. She won't let me say it. Okay, you can blame her. I was gonna tell you that she's stopping me, but
You will thank me later.
I will. And let me tell you, it is unbelievable. We were screaming about it for a couple days because he put so much care into this particular piece that, like, I don't know what to tell you. We were just kind of like, anyway. I'm
We'll
like,
have to, like, stop working. Yeah.
yeah. It just we had to stop for a minute, and then anyway, I'll shut up before I accidentally say something and spoil the surprise. But we got a big surprise that happened. But this is really cute. This is going off the whole uh, banjo art that I did a while ago. A
Didn't
couple
you
days ago.
just put that up though? Like a day or two ago?
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. How did he have the time to do this? Like, how did he have the time to do this? Like, this is crazy. This is so cute. And what's really cute is that if you know Dioro's character, if you go see his series that he's doing, um, what I love about it is that he's created this like country outfit using he themed Dioro's clothes to this kind of like country theme. So he took it like Dioro's outfit has that color scheme and looks like this, but he's turned it into this kind of a country outfit. You know, with the overalls and the hat. This is so cute. Like,
Yeah.
have you posted this already on Twitter? I don't know if you have yet, but I cannot wait to share this because this is so great.
Hugo looks so good. He looks such like a teenager. Like I don't think it's ever really hit me until I mean, obviously I knew he was a kid, but like he's really a kid. Like he's really like young. He's like a teenager.
Yeah, he's sometimes my style doesn't show it right, but he's supposed to look like a teen, you know, like sometimes it looks
Yeah.
too it's he's supposed to like capture the teenage look with it, you know? And so he captured it really good here with Hugo. So I don't know how you pulled this off in such short time, but this meant a
Yeah.
lot to me that you did this. Like this is just made my day. I can't even believe you did this right before the stream because he's so busy working on his own universe and finishing his own book and finishing his own series and doing all his own art that he did this in such a short time. It means a lot to me. So, and then to drop this on me live, like, come on. I thought we were friends. So I just love this. So go absolutely go check his yeah, put your Twitter in the chat, Gabriella, so he can go people can go check your workout. So that's the collection. That's the
There's
collection we
so
have.
much more. Yeah.
There's
There's so
so
much
much more.
more.
And I think Ella, what do you have any like final thoughts on all this? Do you like what did you get out of all this?
You know, honestly, I think that um uh, when I was gathering this, some of the comments that I was seeing was like, "Hey, this is my first time doing fan art." You know, like when I was gathering the pieces, they posted them in like a Discord or on Twitter or whatever, and was like, "This is my first art piece." And I think that's one just so brave, you know, to create an art piece and post it at all is brave, you know. But to do it like with our universe, I mean, that's such a special thing, but then also to like continue to put art out. Those of you who have put so much art out, or those of you who have been away from art for so long, I see in the comments people being like, "Oh, I'm so inspired, like I've got to go draw now." And like that's amazing. And like that's what we want. Like that's what the whole universe really is about, is like inspiring creativity. I mean, when you think about like escape artists and ink fighters and all these people, it's about how to use your creativity, you know, wisely, and to produce things that are for the greater good. And I think stuff like this is such a part of it. Like we're living out, you know, the themes of Flux Destiny as we create and do stuff. And so I just love it. I love to see it. And you guys do it just all the time without it even being fan art week. So send us more, you know, and we will keep doing more. And you know, maybe there was a couple of people who really wanted to see you redraw some of the fan art, so I think that might be fun to do. So
That's a cute I did like that idea too. We should absolutely make that as a thing, like as a live that I take someone's fan art and I redraw it in my own. I think that's a
yeah.
great style. A great idea. And we have so like she said, we have so much of this stuff and reliving it is fun because especially when you look at the old fan art that like predates the canon Flux Destiny universe that existed in the Battlegate canon stuff, it is like archaeological digging. You know, you see
Yeah.
stuff that is so old that you're like, it's like when I was showing Ella some of like, if you guys haven't seen the art book, when you sign up, the automation's not fully working. I got to fix it, but you're supposed to get the art book when you sign up, and you can see um, my old work from a long time ago on there. Um, so seeing it like seeing people grow and change and doing their art over the years along with me, you know, has been a is really touching to see because I love seeing people inspired. You know, I just like look. I see Mark wrote in the chat here. You know, he's working faster than ever now. You know, like that's awesome. Like create. It doesn't even if you don't like don't get caught up with like am I good or just draw, have a good time. Like you know, and I guarantee you your favorite creators will really appreciate it and and be touched by it, you know? So, yeah, it's just, I don't
Yeah,
know.
just
I
speechless.
leave really happy in these kind of situations. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think that I could ever pull all of the fan art. Honestly, like you're at a point, uh, even so early in our journey, you know, with sort of the new canon and stuff. There's so much art I can't even pull all of it. Like I can't. There's it would take me days, you know, to get it all gathered. This took forever. This took hours, you know, and so I can't imagine what it all of the stuff that's out there. You know, Flux Destiny that you've tagged us on and all that kind of stuff. So you know, if we missed one that you really want us to see, retag us on it, and you know, we'll see it again. And we love doing it. We're going to be posting a little bit more this week and retweeting some stuff, just because we love it so much.
there has to be like a way that we can catalog all this stuff.
Yeah.
So when I first started, Facebook was like a thing, right? Like Facebook is garbage now, but at the time it was like it was so big at the time that I had even considered getting rid of the website and just running everything through Facebook, right? It was like it captured everything at the time. This is a long time ago. And so I started keeping things in the albums there, and then it since stopped because I stopped really focusing on the Facebook a long time ago. But I would love a way that we can capture all these and like catalog them, because there's so much of it that I would love to just put it where people can like flip through, and there has to be something we can put all the fan art, upload all the fan art to.
That's a good
But
idea.
we'll figure that out. But I hope you guys had a great time. Ella, first, a big thank you to Ella for going through all the hard work to put this together. You know, she works so tirelessly to do this, and she's in the middle of like finishing the layout for the RPG um, playtest book, which is like she and I have been like crazy the last couple of days, like trying to finish all this
Yeah.
stuff, and we're exhausted. I was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning last night putting the last edits together to send to her, and she's been laying it out. And so it's just, you know, it's just it's been a lot. So I want to thank you, Ella, so much for putting the time to do that. You know, to put it all into a presentation for us, and we are absolutely going to do more of these because we could do. I can't even think of how many streams we could do just on fan art. So
Yeah. Um, this is just so fun for us, and especially as the RPG comes out and you get to put yourself into the world more and more. The world is expanding, you know. So if you've made fan art before with your OC, we just encourage you to do it again and look at the new stuff that we have out and the new, you know, sort of laws of the world and all that kind of stuff. Because it's like putting a new OC out, because it's so different now, and we're honestly just so excited. I cannot express enough how much of a like line this is that we're stepping over, with you know within the coming months, because it's such a big deal, and we're so excited, and we can't wait. We love all of the stuff that you send us. When I see the fan art channel light up, I just like I get really excited. I go look immediately, like if I'm in there. And this was just so fun, and I'm glad that I got to be here for it, because I you know I'm so new to the community, but yet I feel like I've been here for so long. And I can't wait to be looking back at stuff that I did, like, oh yeah, that was my first Hugo piece, you know, because I'm sure
yeah,
there's going to be lots of them. So
it's so awesome. And she's only been here a couple months, but I feel like she's been here for like 5 years because she like knows.
it's felt like 5 years.
Yeah, the stuff we've been through. She
Yeah.
already knows. So, but sincerely, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I love when you guys jump on with us and we get to spend these afternoons together. We have a Patreon stream tomorrow, so
Mm-hmm.
so we're doing a cooking Patreon tomorrow where I'm cooking. Can I say what I'm doing? Because we haven't released it yet. Is it okay? Or
Sure. Yeah.
okay, so we're doing Kazuo's black noodles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing those tomorrow, um, and for our patrons. So what time is that at?
It's at 4:30 Central.
4:30 Central. So I have to
30.
go. I have to go
4:30.
finish the 4:30. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
4:30 Central. So I have to go finish the art for it. So now, as soon as we hang up with this, I gotta go art. And if things go well, I may even do a pop up live on Instagram while I'm doing it. Maybe we'll see. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next live. Bye.